going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name's Chris. Behind me here is the Fortune Taco, and on the other side of me we have a new rooftop tent. This is gonna be the brand new hybrid fold-out Nova from Free Spirit Recreation. So it's considered to be a hybrid because it is a hard shell tent, but it's also a fold-out. It gives you the best benefits of both. You're able to fold it out to make a much larger platform, being on a small platform vehicle, and it's hard shell, which means there's no soft shell cover, any type of zippers, anything like that to fiddle with and mess with every time you're putting your tent back together. This thing just folds shut, flip two latches, and you're ready to hit the road and get back out there. I'm gonna open this thing up. We'll go through a little bit of the unboxing. We're not gonna get too detailed on the unboxing. I'm also not really gonna get too detailed on the install. I'm just gonna get this thing mounted up, and then I'll open it up, and I kinda wanna just do some initial impressions of the tent, and then I will potentially do another follow-up video once I've actually stayed a night in the tent, done some camping with it, and give you more information on how I feel about this thing after doing a real-world use with it. Oh, wow. First thing I want to get at is the packaging. You saw, obviously, snipped all the ties on it, pulled this cover off, and then the first thing I pulled out, thought was just a sheet of cardboard. This is a sheet of plywood. And then there's a sheet of plywood on the top, the bottom. All around this whole entire box is a cardboard box, but the inner shell is literally wood plywood. So packaging and shipping, before I've even done anything other than pull the cover off, is phenomenal. So we got the rooftop tent fully mounted. It's all opened up and ready to go. First initial impressions on this thing. It's huge. This thing is way bigger than I was expecting, but I think it's perfect for what I need and what I want. It's not too big. They make an even larger version than this, which is crazy to me. This is just the Nova. Then there's the Nova King, which is, I don't remember how much bigger than this. You're gonna have to double check the website. But this thing is big enough and perfect for me. My wife's not really that big of a fan of camping, so usually it's just me, and sometimes we bring the dogs out. We just got a new dog about 2 or 3 months ago. Haven't been camping since we got her, little puppy. She's gonna be coming with me on the next adventure, so it's gonna be her first time camping. So it's gonna be me, plus the 2 dogs, and we will see how that goes. I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me, and I'm gonna be making a video of that camping adventure, kind of just briefly going over my first time experience using this new Nova. So that'll be coming out hopefully sometime soon, because we're going camping here this upcoming weekend, but there'll probably be a little delay in just making videos and getting some other content out. So it'll probably be a couple weeks, and I'll have that adventure video coming to the channel soon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be able to see that video as well. So, I know I didn't mention it before, but my mounting system is gonna be these DRT bed bars. Very clean and simple setup in my opinion. I have a couple other DRT products. I've done some videos on the channel if you guys have seen them before. I have DRT's front bumper, DRT's rear hangers. The bed bars here, hopefully in the near future, we'll be getting the high clearance rear bumper from DRT. That'll probably be a video when that happens. But DRT bed bars for the mounting system, and then using the Free Spirit Recreation hardware mounted straight to these bed bars. I did get their upgraded hardware of these locking nuts rather than just the regular nylock nuts. Mounted those up. Took a little bit of time, but not too bad. I did everything by hand just because I didn't want to strip anything out or cause any damage, because I've had that happen in the past. But we got it all mounted up, opened up, and it's fairly simple for the setup. I'll show you more of this when I'm probably going to be setting it up for the first time at camp, but I'm not going to get too detailed in this video. This video is just more of an initial impressions and brief review of this thing. Unfold it and open it up just like a traditional folding tent. So you have this whole center beam that goes up and over for support, and that's part of the actual hard shell. You have these support beams, And then there's also steel cable here, which is what pretty much catches it and stops it once it's fully extended. And then there are a couple extension rods in here. So this awning and canopy just folds to the tent and then folds into itself. You have to fold it out. And there's this extension rod that kind of holds everything nice and still in place, but all that kind of just folds out. You push it and it clicks. It's very, very simple to set up. Like I said, the first time I take this thing camping, I'll be going over the actual setup and just kind of showing that. A couple shoe bags hanging out here. Put some shoes and whatnot, stuff there that you don't really want in the tent. And then there's this air core mattress, I believe is what they call it. So it is pretty thick, inflated. So this is pretty much like an air mattress. There's two different ways you can set this up. When I first opened it up, it was very, very thin, and I honestly was kind of confused because I was like, why does this mattress look very terrible? It looked like it was just the thinnest little piece of foam. Well, then I opened up these. There's two valves on the end of the mattress, and it started self-inflating. The mattress itself just started rising. When you first set up at camp, you open up these valves, it'll start to self-inflate. You can just leave it at that. Once it's done self-inflating, put the caps back on, or if you don't want to do that, the included pump from Free Spirit Recreation. So this is an air pump for the mattress. The cool thing about it is it's battery powered. It also has the solar charging bank on the back, so you can just set this thing on the sun for the day and it's good to go. One other extra feature they put on here, there's a little lantern on the bottom of it, a couple different lighting modes, so you can hang this up on the top of the tent or use it out and around the tent. Maybe if you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. It's a nice little night light. And then it's rechargeable, but it's also a battery power bank. So using the big USB, you can plug this into the, I'll get to that in a minute. There are lights installed here in the tent from factory. You can plug that in and power those lights or your phone or whatever it may be. Or to charge it up, use that USB-C if you didn't want to use solar power. That's included and comes with it. This side has air out, this is air in. So it comes with a couple different tips. That little white box over there have a couple different attachments for this. You would put the vacuum side of it on here and you can actually vacuum this thing back down to very thin for when you're putting the tent away and folding things up. You have windows all around, which gives you this awesome 360 degrees of views. There's no views out the top, but there is a nice little ventilation port here. Stick that thing up. And then this will help hold the heat in at night if you're somewhere where it's cold and you kind of don't want anything escaping. The Nova has what they call tri-layer technology. It's supposed to both keep the cold out and it's supposed to keep the heat out. But with this little ventilation port, it has double-sided Velcro. So you can either open this up or close it, depending on what you want. So I have it all opened up right now. It's currently 78 degrees down here in southern Arizona. And there's a nice little breeze blowing right through this tent. And with the breeze blowing, it feels amazing, honestly. For right now, I'm just gonna use the included little battery power pack. But this white strip across the top on both sides. They're two individual strips. They are built-in LED strips. And I'm sure these are gonna look really, really nice at night. I think it's gonna be just the perfect amount of light to kind of just illuminate the tent. So you're not gonna use a little flashlight. Yes, you do have this lantern, which is another option of light. But I think when it comes to nighttime, maybe just kind of hanging out, relaxing before bed, a plus, a minus, and a power. We can also do the minus, or we can go all the way up to max brightness. I would love to test these things out at night and just see what this looks like at nighttime. That's gonna be pretty interesting. There's this like accessory panel, I guess if you wanna call it. There's multiple individual pockets in here. So all of these are solid pockets. And then you have a mesh pocket, and a clear pocket. You lay it down here in the tent and then put your tablet up in there. And while you're laying down here, you have a perfect TV screen floating right above you. You can chill and watch your movies while you fall asleep. So you have your own integrated TV system right here in your tent. I noticed there was also another pocket down here for cell phones and whatever else you need to add. Oh yeah, there's more up here. You got two more pockets up here for more storage. So there is storage everywhere. There are a whole bunch of little loop hooks. There's what, two more here, all around the edge. So there's a whole bunch of loop attachments all over the ceiling of this thing. so you can add extra accessories and whatnot, whatever you want to hang from the ceiling. I know I said I was just going to briefly talk about this thing. I'm getting a little detailed, but I'm just so excited because this thing is freaking awesome. So down here in the bottom corner, you have an AC and power cord little accessory feed here. So you can feed your wires up into the tent, and because of this cool little design, whatever you're feeding up in there will be shaded from the rain and elements. If it was to start to rain or whatever, you're not gonna get water up in the tent because the way it's designed. You're gonna have 2 of these, one on either side, and it is for an air conditioning or heating port if you happen to have a diesel heater or some type of air conditioning system, or if you have a battery system and you have like your power station down in the bed, you can just run a wire extension cord up into here into the tent, charge your stuff without having to have that battery taking up space inside your tent, leaving more space for your comfort and sleeping inside the tent. I want to hear some feedback. If you have questions, comments, concerns, drop a comment down below. Let's have a discussion. I want to hear from you guys what you think about this tent, or if you have any questions about it, I will try my best to answer it, or I will get Free Spirit involved and I will have them give you an answer about this new Nova Hybrid tent. This is honestly probably the nicest tent I have ever owned in my life. So yes, I'm very excited to go and camp with this thing. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a thumbs up. It helps this video be more successful and to get seen by people just like yourself. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, or you've watched some of them before, but you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button so you'll be able to see anytime I drop future content on the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you sticking around all the way to the end, and I hope to see you on the next video.